everyone, welcome to Amala Movement. I'm Charlotte. Today's practice is yoga from the heart. So this is all about moving from the heart space, opening up the chest, the shoulders and the heart chakra and giving us some well-needed love, trust, care and kindness. Let's get started. So we're going to begin today's practice seated. So I invite you to come and join me on the floor. Of course, prop yourself up with a pillow or a few blankets if that feels really nice for you today. And let's begin by closing our eyes. And very lovingly, very mindfully placing your right hand on your chest and your left hand on your lower belly. Take a deep breath in. And a loving, soft breath out. And just taking these first few moments at the start of our practice today to really tune in. Maybe you can hear or feel your heartbeat underneath your right hand. Maybe you can hear the breath as it travels through the body. And maybe you can't today, and that's all okay. And as we sit here at the start of our practice together, I really want to invite in that whatever you're doing, whatever you're feeling or experiencing right now is enough. You are enough. And if you don't know what you're feeling and you're not too sure what you're experiencing, that's okay too. Feeling the warmth of your heart, of your chest, underneath your right hand. Slowly bringing the corners of your mouth up towards your ears. Blinking the eyes open. Great. And let's bring our right hand to our left shoulder. Bring your left hand to your left shoulder. Give yourself this lovely hug. Sit nice and tall. And drop your chin down towards your chest. Having a few breaths here. Noticing how it feels to give yourself this hug, to give yourself this support. Keeping your chin down towards your chest. Let's stretch our arms up overhead, palms together, bending the elbows, sending the hands to the back of the neck, and then lifting the chin. So we're coming into this gorgeous open heart stretch, reverse prayer position. This can feel quite intense sometimes for the chest and the upper back, but breathe with it. Lowering your right fingertips down towards your side and your left arm stretches up and over. Thinking about spiraling your chest, your upper body up towards the sky. Feel free to move the neck. Oh, I just had a lovely click. And your inhale brings you all the way back up, crossing your left hand towards your right shoulder, your right hand towards your left shoulder, sitting nice and tall and dropping your chin down towards the chest. I find there's something very, very humbling in dropping the chin down. It's like giving yourself an internal hug. Keeping your chin down, Gaze towards the floor. You can close your eyes if that feels nice. Stretching your arms up over your head, bending the elbows, hands come to the back of your neck, and then lifting the chin, reversing the prayer. Breathing here. Feeling this breadth and this openness in the heart space. This can feel quite overwhelming, maybe a bit emotional to have this chest in a vulnerable, open position. But we've got this. We've got the support of our practice. Lowering your left fingertips towards the earth, the right arm comes all the way up and over. And then doing what feels good for the neck. Finding some small movements, rotations. And then coming all the way back up to seated. Moving slowly and mindfully, coming onto all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders, tucking the toes underneath you. And very, very slowly, send your hips up and back. The slowest downward dog that you've done. Pelvis up towards the sky. Deep inhale, breathe in love. Breathing in kindness. Breathing in self-care. On your next inhale, sweeping your right leg up, three-legged dog. Look forwards, exhale, move slowly, planting your right foot all the way up in between your hands. Lower the left knee to the floor. Sweep both arms up. Look up towards the ceiling, interlace the fingers, and then bringing the hands to the back of the neck, sinking into your right hip, keeping the toes tucked behind you, lifting the chest, opening the heart center. Feel free to close your eyes. And throughout this practice, I invite you to move from your head to your heart. So moving with anything and everything that feels good. Try not to think about it too much. Don't analyze. It's far too easy for us to judge ourselves on maybe how it looks or comparing ourselves to what we think this practice should look like. But take this time to really feel. Slow down, move from your heart. Stretching your arms up overhead, look towards the fingertips, and then coming into a twist. So bringing your left elbow to the outside of your right knee, pressing your fingertips together, pressing your palms together, spiral the heart towards the sky. If you want something a little deeper for the legs, straightening that left knee, coming into a standing low lunge. Breathe in here. Exhale, lower your left knee to the floor. Sweep the arms up over your head. Inhale. Exhale, plant the palms. Sweeping your right foot all the way up and back to your three-legged dog, nice and slowly. Inhale. Exhale. Stay with me as you squeeze your right knee towards your left armpit. Straighten the right leg as much as you can, and you're going to plant your right foot as close as you can towards this left wrist. Inhale, pivot on your left foot, send your left fingertips up towards the sky. Keep the hips lifted. Exhale, bring the left hand back down towards the floor and slowly come back to your downward facing dog. Inhale in, lots of love. A quiet, long sigh. Inhale in, kindness. Inhaling in, self-care. Sweeping the left leg up high, three-legged dog. Slowly stepping it all the way up in between your hands, lowering the right knee to the floor. Both arms sweep up. Inhale, look towards the fingertips. Interlace the fingers, palms behind the back of the head, and really squeezing your elbows wide. Opening through the heart center, we can close the eyes. Tune back in to this sensation, moving with feeling, moving from the heart. Stretching your arms up overhead, palms together, finding a twist. Your right elbow coming to the outside of the left knee, fingertips pressing, palms pressing together. Spiral the heart up towards the sky. Option to straighten and lengthen that right knee behind you. Exhale, lowering the right knee, sweeping both arms up. Inhale. Planting the palms. And slowly sweeping your left leg all the way back, three-legged dog. Stay with me. Inhale here. Exhale, squeezing your left knee to your right elbow. Straightening this left leg as much as you can and planting it towards your right hand. It doesn't need to go all the way there. Spiraling onto the right hand side. Stretching the right fingertips all the way up towards the sky. Keep the hips lifted. Inhale. Lower the right hand down. Exhale, mindfully coming back to your downward facing dog. A deep breath in. A soft, loving exhale out. Looking forwards. Inhale, we're going to tiptoe our toes all the way up towards the wrists. Feet hip distance apart. Bring your hands to your thighs or to your shins. Find a flat back. Inhale. Rippling through the spine. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Inhale, lifting the chest. Look forwards. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, forward fold. This time rolling all the way up through the spine. Take your time here. Move slowly, moving mindfully. Sweeping your arms up over your head, looking in between the fingertips. Exhale, bringing your hands down, placing your right hand over your chest, over your heart space, your left hand on your lower belly. Take a moment, feel your heartbeat, connect inwards. Stepping your left leg back, with your left toes pointing towards the side of your mat. Arms sweeping out wide, inhale. Exhale, reach forwards, coming into our triangle, our trikonasana. Right fingertips down, left fingertips up. Spiraling the chest and the heart space all the way up towards the sky. On your next exhale, look down towards the right big toe. And lifting yourself all the way up, inhale. Turning your left toes towards the left diagonal of your mat and your right toes towards the right diagonal of the mat. So it's like a wide V shape. Right hand to your heart center, left hand to your lower belly, bending the knees. We come into our goddess pose. So getting nice and low in the hips. I really want you to be able to see your big toes. So if you can see that your knees are rolling in, if your knees are blocking your toes, you can just waddle your feet closer together so that you can really squeeze your knees outwards. That's really, really important, protecting the joints. Sinking low. Breathe through this. Straightening the legs. Inhale. Interlacing the fingers behind your back, turning the heels outwards, lifting the chest, and exhale. Fold it down, our Padottanasana. Squeezing the wrists and the hands overhead. Gently moving the neck, moving the head from side to side. Bring your fingertips down towards the floor, lifting the chest. Feel free to bend your knees here if this helps you feel supported. Turn your right toes towards the front of the mat and generously bend your right knee. So we're in a low lunge with our fingertips towards the earth. Bring your right hand to your chest, your left hand to your lower belly. Feel the legs wake up and roll all the way up through the spine, keeping your right knee nice and bent. Arms out towards the side. Inhale. Warrior two. Feel your inner strength. Turning the palm of the right hand up, sweeping it up and over. Reverse the warrior. Exhale, take up space. Cartwheel your hands towards the mat. Look forward. Step your left foot to the top of your mat. Inhale, lifting the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold it forwards. Close the eyes. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forwards. Trust yourself to close the eyes. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold it forwards. Bend the knees. Roll all the way up through the spine. If your eyes are closed, this may feel extra wobbly, but can we have a little smile as we do this? Stretching the arms up overhead. Bringing them down through heart center. This time bringing your left hand to your heart space, your right hand to your lower belly, blinking the eyes open and stepping your right foot to the back of your mat. Toes towards the side, lifting the arms up, out. Inhale. Exhale, reach it forwards. Lower the left hand down. Right fingertips spiral up towards the sky. Our Trikonasana, tree pose. On your next exhale, look down towards the earth. Coming all the way up. Inhale. And turning your right toes, your back toes, diagonally out. I'm going to spin to face you guys. So back in our wide V position, bending the knees. Left hand to the heart, right hand to the lower belly. Close the eyes. Sink low in the legs. Squeezing the knees outwards, squeezing them back behind you. One more breath. Straightening the legs. Inhale. Turn the heels out. Interlace the fingers behind you. This time the awkward finger, the weird finger on the back, lifting the chest. Exhale, fold it all the way down. Squeezing the arms overhead. Relaxing the back of the neck. On your next exhale, lower your fingertips down towards the earth, lifting the chest. Turn your left toes out towards the side and bending your left knee. Left hand to your heart center, right hand to your lower belly. Round the spine and roll all the way up. Sweep the arms out towards the side. Warrior two, just for a moment. Feeling that inner strength, that inner support. Turn the palm of the left hand up, reverse the warrior, take up space. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step your right foot to the top of the mat, lifting the chest. Inhale. Close the eyes, fold it forwards. Exhale. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, fold forwards. This time, plant the palms. With your eyes closed, can you step back to your downward facing dog? Good. So from here, let's blink the eyes open. Lift your heels. Draw your belly button in towards the spine. Round your upper back and your shoulders And ripple yourself through to a plank position. Look forward, bend the knees and send your hips up and back to your downward facing dog. Lifting the heels, draw your belly in, rounding the upper back, rounding the shoulders. Ripple through to your plank position, bending the knees to send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Ripple through to your plank position, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Just move with what feels good here, trusting your heart. Try not to come back into our brain where we're thinking or over-analysing. And the next time you're in downward facing dog, take your biggest, most loving breath in through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out through your mouth. Lifting both your heels, generously bending your knees, look forwards, and with control, very, very, very slowly come to rest on your knees, dropping into child's pose just for a moment. Walking the hands in towards the knees and rolling all the way up through the spine. Your head is the last thing to lift. Come to rest, one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart space. Feel this heat, feel this energy inside of you. Slowly blinking the eyes open. And we're going to take a variation of our camel pose, which is one of my favourite poses when thinking about opening the heart space and just trusting your body and trusting that you will catch yourself and support yourself. It's a super lovely metaphor. So what we're going to do is keep our bottom glued to our heels, so we're not going to lift off just yet. Roll your shoulders in towards your back. Take a leap of faith. Trust yourself as you send your fingertips down towards the floor. Keep them pointing towards your bottom, pressing your chest open, and explore mindfully where your chin goes. So you can keep it tucked down towards your chest. You can look up towards the sky or drop it all the way back. There's no right or wrong place to be. Remember that whatever you're doing, you are enough. Pressing yourself up onto your fingertips, coming back onto your knees, ripple yourself down into child's pose just for a moment. Walk your hands back in towards your knees, roll up through the spine. And we're going to take this motion again. So you're welcome to do what we've just done with your bottom glued to your heels. Or if you want to have a go at the full posture with me, I invite you to do that now. So swoop yourself up onto your knees, tuck your toes behind you, and thinking about your hips pressing diagonally up. Please be careful of your back. Trust yourself. Trust that you'll catch yourself as you send your fingertips towards your heels, squeezing your pelvis diagonally up in front of you, and just have an explore, have a play with where you would like to rest your chin. You can drop it all the way back if you really want to get into the throat chakra, opening up the throat. Remember to breathe. Remember to smile. One more breath. With control, coming back onto your knees, lowering the pelvis down towards the heels, ripple down into your child's pose, where we will take a moment to pause. Walk the elbows out towards the front of your mat, bending the arms, resting the hands on the back of your neck or the back of your chest, depending on the length of your arm. This is another really lovely place to feel like you're giving yourself a hug. Know that you've always got yourself to support you. You've got everything you'll always and ever need already inside of you. And you are more than welcome to stay here in child's pose if this feels the right place for you right now. Let's keep our eyes closed. Learn to trust yourself. Can you make your way down onto your back? And it doesn't matter how you get there, but move slowly, move mindfully. Take your time. And when you get to your back, have your feet standing, your knees up towards the sky. Walk your feet out towards the side so that they're mat distance apart, and then drop your knees together so they can really rest and support one another. Bring your right hand to your lower belly and your left hand to rest on your chest, on your heart space. And whether you're still in child's pose or whether you've come to lie on your back, noticing the rhythm and the sound of your heart. So maybe this is something you can feel or hear or imagine. And whatever you're feeling or experiencing right now is always welcome. And know that you are enough. You've done enough. And you're doing enough. So right now, can you trust yourself and allow yourself to completely let go? Surrender yourself down into your mat. Surrender yourself into your practice. And the more that we practice this self-care and practice listening to and opening up our hearts, the more we can learn to trust in ourselves and really believe that we are enough, and learn to know that we already have everything we need. Please do feel free to stay here for as long as you would like today. And when you're ready to bring your hands together to Anjali Mudra, prayer position, your thumb in between the eyebrows, connected to your third eye. Thank you for sharing your time with me. And thank you for taking this time to listen to yourself, to move from your heart. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.